Welcome to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast, where the right play meets purpose and flavor finds faith.
Blood type balance, mind, body, whole. Feed your spirit, that's the ultimate goal. We season for life, body, soul.
Greetings and welcome back to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast. I am your host, AC Price, certified wellness nutrition coach and educator, and founder of the AC Art of Food. And this is correct, episode 28, Summer's Sweetest Medicine. Watermelon, Blood Type Mocktails, and the Art of Joyful Hydration. Okay, we are in deep this summer, and today we're celebrating, okay? Because this episode is proof that eating right for your blood type doesn't ask you to sacrifice flavor, fun, or the joy of a gorgeous summer drink. Okay, so we're talking about watermelon, one of nature's most complete summer superfoods. And we're launching also our Blood Type Mocktail Series. These are going to be sober friendly, anti-inflammatory, and made with your blood type in mind. Now, there has been some content that I did post on Monday for the Bold Bite in regards to this summer mocktail series. And so we're very excited about it. Now, while we are leaning more so towards the sober friendly, if you have your favorite spirit that you'd like to add a shot to, hey, so be it. But this is for my mocktail girlies, the wanting to heal the liver and not to deplete it girlies. Okay. So while it's fun to socially have a cocktail, there's no judgment at all whatsoever. But this is for those that, tend to want to steer away or detox or just take a break. Okay. So that's for you. So the great eats today is one that I have been looking forward to. It is the blood type specific summer mocktail recipes. And we're using real fruits. We're using herbs. And yes, our own wellness sip tea blends as the base. Okay, so these are going to be the base for lowering blood pressure, for immune support and defense, for anti-anxiety, for just relaxation, and they're all going to be beneficial for the body. So that, in addition to the fruit, the fresh fruit with those vitamins and nutrients and vitamin C and all that good stuff, and the herbs that are just going to add to it, this is going to be great. So this is going to be the episode to screenshot, to share, and sip along to. So let's go. And if you've been with me since episode 27, welcome back. Okay, there was not a podcast last week. Remember, that's the open week for you to apply everything from episode 27. So I hope you use that open week well. So it's not a lack of information. It's even more. Okay. But I want you to absolutely apply what I'm saying. Try it. If it works, that's phenomenal. Let us know about it in the comments. If it doesn't, hey, tell me that too, so that we can tweak it or pinpoint on what you need specifically. Okay. So that's how you get AC to work with you. Okay. Via the podcast. There are other vehicles on the website, acartoffood.com, but this is a great open forum for you to ask the questions, to apply the knowledge and the rituals, and to really get real-time feedback, as well as comments from others that may have tried it, and they can give you their advice as well in real time. Okay? That's awesome. That is what we're looking for. So that is why I hope you use that open week well. But I do want to hear from you, as I mentioned before, in the comments after today. Okay? So now let's get into episode 28. All right. The science behind the simplicity. That never changes. We are going to have the science that's going to back up what we're talking about. So let's start where the science starts. And that's with lycopene. So the American Heart Association has extensively documented lycopene's role in cardiovascular protection because it reduces that LDL oxidation It lowers your systematic inflammation, and it's linked to meaningful reductions in heart disease risk. Okay, so watermelon contains way more bioavailable lycopene than any other fresh fruit, and that's including tomatoes, is where I first heard about lycopene being in a fruit slash vegetable. Okay, so bioavailable means simply that your body can actually absorb and use it, which matters more than any raw number on a nutrition label. Okay, now we're going to layer that in with what Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health tells us about polyphenols. Okay, now this category of plant compounds is found in herbs and fruits and botanical ingredients that are going to make up a well-designed mocktail. Yes. So polyphenols act as prebiotics. So that's going to feed the beneficial gut bacteria of the probiotics, and it's going to reduce the inflammatory cytokines. And then they're going to support the gut-brain axis that is going to regulate your mood, stress response, and even sleep quality. Yes. Okay. So here's the piece that should stop you dead in your tracks. Okay. A thoughtfully built mocktail, watermelon juice, fresh herbs, adaptogenic tea, functional botanicals, okay, is not a compromised version of a cocktail. No, it's the concentrated anti-inflammatory delivery system dressed up as something delicious. Yes. So your biology doesn't care if it's not alcoholic. No, it cares about what actually is in the glass. Yes. All right. So the expanded educational core of this. So let's dive into part one, which is the watermelon being the summer superfood science. Now, let's go beyond the obvious though. Yes, watermelon is 92% water. Yes, it's delicious, super refreshing. It comes in the yellow and the red, but note, we are doing seeded, people. Yes. But the nutritional profile inside that watermelon content is what earns it the title of summer superfood. As I mentioned before, watermelon delivers that lycopene, but in addition to that lycopene, it has the beta carotene, vitamin C, citrulline, and potassium, and a combination that simultaneously is going to support cardiovascular health, muscle recovery, kidney function, and skin protection from UV oxidative stress. Now, citrulline in particular is a compound that the body converts into an amino acid that is going to improve your blood flow, reduce muscle soreness, and supports healthy blood pressure. So yeah, newsflash, athletes have been using watermelon as a natural performance and recovery food for this exact reason. And this is a great alternative to the sports drinks. Okay. Yeah. So even a little pinch of Celtic salt or mineral sea salt on a piece of that watermelon is going to add in those electrolytes that you need as well to boost and help in your athletic performance. Now, from a blood type lens, however, watermelon is a beneficial food for types O and AB, and neutral and well tolerated, might I add, for the types A and B. So it contains no lectins now that are going to antagonize any of the four blood types, which makes it one of the rare summer foods that works for the whole table. See, the quantities and pairings just differ a little bit with that, okay? And in addition to watermelon, pineapple is also beneficial across all blood types. So watermelon and pineapple with the bromelain that's going to be cancer fighting too. Okay, mocktail, you feel me? Now, part two, the science of mocktails as medicine. Okay, so the word mocktail has historically carried a tone of deprivation and just, oh, so sorry you have to do without, right? Like you're missing the real thing. But I want to dismantle that today because the Blood Type Mocktail Series we're launching is built on a completely different premise. Right? Okay, so when you combine a hydrating base like watermelon juice with an herbal tea foundation, fresh citrus, okay, anti-inflammatory herbs like mint, basil, or even lemon verbena, okay, and a botanical accent like hibiscus or elderflower, you're building a drink that delivers antioxidants, polyphenols again, right? Adaptogens and electrolytes in a single glass. Okay. Alcohol does the opposite of every single one of these things that I just listed. It literally dehydrates. It increases inflammation and it's going to disrupt your sleep. No matter how much you think you drink to relax, it's not. It's going to disrupt that sleep architecture, and it's going to tax your liver. It is going to break it down. So let's give our livers a break this summer. How about that? Okay. So a blood type mocktail, not a Bloody Mary, a blood type mocktail built thoughtfully with ingredients that align with your specific biology is the most sophisticated wellness drink you can make. And it happens to be gorgeous as well, refreshing and genuinely festive. So that matters because sustainable wellness has to taste like something you want to live. Not only that, we eat with our eyes first, but we also sip with our eyes first. Now, I did mention something about a Bloody Mary, and the base of a Bloody Mary, yes, that tomato juice, also lycopene, okay? And that celery, also beneficial for that liver. It's when we start adding that vodka, right? So just stay tuned because there will be a little something for a mocktail version of a Bloody Mary as well, okay? Now, part 3, the joy as a wellness strategy. Now, I want to talk about something we don't usually discuss enough in wellness spaces, and that is the role of pleasure in compliance. See, here's what the research tells us and what I've seen over the 20 years of coaching that I've done is that people consistently do what brings them joy. They don't consistently do what feels like punishment, even when they know it's going to be good for them, right? So when your healthy choices are also delicious choices, when your summer drink is stunning and nourishing and aligned with your blood type, the barrier to showing up for your wellness completely disappears, okay? And it's not a small thing either. It's the entire game because it's consistency. And just like your tuned workout plan that's specific for you, that just so happens to coincide with your blood type, is going to be something that you want to do because your body is going to feel great and it's going to look great from it. All right. That is the entire game. And the Blood Type Mocktail Series is going to be designed just with that principle at its center. See, these drinks are not a consolation prize. No. They are the headliner. All right, so let's get into the blood type personalization. Now, for my type O's, lycopene, citrulline, and performance recovery. Now, type O, watermelon was practically made for you. The citrulline content supports the blood flow and muscle recovery. So this is essential for your high output movement driven lifestyle. The lycopene and vitamin C reduce the oxidative stress that vigorous exercise naturally creates. Okay, so eat it cold, blend it into a mocktail base, or just have it post-workout as a natural recovery food. So pair your mocktail ritual with your movement routine and make it the post-workout reward that your biology actually can benefit from. Okay, now for my type A's, antioxidants, calm, and cortisol protection. Now here, watermelon for my type A's is particularly that vitamin C and lycopene, which is going to directly support the immune resilience that your blood type requires. Okay, so your immune system is your most sensitive system, and summer heat plus social activity can tax it completely. So watermelon is gentle, supportive, and cooling in exactly the ways that type A's need. Now, I want you to enjoy your mocktail as a mindful ritual. An afternoon sipping on the porch, slow evenings with intention, take it on your walk with you. Okay, your evening walk or even morning walk. Okay, and type A is going to thrive when pleasure has a deliberate calming quality. So this is going to make you want to have it all the time, which is what we want because we want you to build this ritual for it. Okay, so my blood type B's, hydration, flexibility, and summer balance. Now, type B's, your metabolic flexibility is your superpower this summer. Okay, watermelon is going to work beautifully for you because it's going to be hydrating, anti-inflammatory, and it's going to ease your digestive system. And the natural fruit sugars in watermelon, that fructose, are balanced by its high water content, making it a far better sweet option than that processed syrupy summer treat that may trigger the inflammatory response that your body type is more prone to. Okay, so I need you to stay hydrated consistently throughout the day. Okay, because type B summer vulnerability is dehydration by distraction. So set reminders if you have to, and make that mocktail a deliberate daily hydration anchor. Okay. And we're going to get into the recipes in a minute in the Great Eats. Now, lastly, my blood type ABs, lycopene, light eating, and sensory pleasure. Yes, my type ABs, you benefit deeply from watermelon's lycopene content because cardiovascular support and anti-inflammation action are both priority areas for your combined blood type profile. And the light, water-forward nature of watermelon also aligns perfectly with your need for smaller, more frequent, and easier to digest meals and snacks. So create your mocktail ritual. Same time each day, same beautiful glass, 5 minutes of no screens. For my type ABs, the sensory experience of wellness is just as important as the nutritional content. Okay, so here we're going to dip into the lifestyle and ritual integration when we have our open week next week on Wednesday. This is what I want you to focus on applying. Okay, these are 3 summer rituals that I want you to try and anchor your wellness this month with. Okay, number 1, the daily watermelon window. Build a 15-minute watermelon window into your day, ideally mid-morning or mid-afternoon. And I want you to eat it intentionally, not on the run. Okay, be very purposeful about this. And this is going to be simple, and it's going to deliver your lycopene, your citrulline, and hydration all in a moment of stillness that is so going to support your mindful eating patterns. Okay, so that's your first one. Your second one, I want you to create a blood type mocktail hour. Yes, designate one time each day. Evening is ideal for your blood type mocktail. And make it an event. Use a nice glass. Sit somewhere comfortable. This ritual is going to replace the social function of a happy hour drink while delivering genuine wellness instead of inflammatory damage. Okay. Then lastly, for my third ritual and lifestyle integration that you can implement is the celebration check-in. At the end of each week this summer, let's take 5 minutes to acknowledge what you did right. The cooling food you chose, the mocktail you made, the morning hydration ritual you held. See, positive self-acknowledgement is not indulgent. No, it is the neurological mechanism that locks in behavior change. See, wellness that feels like winning is wellness that lasts. You're going to want to keep doing it because it feels good and it's good for you. Okay. Now, those are 3 rituals that you can pick and choose from, or how about this? You can do all 3, but I want you to implement it. Tell me which one worked best for you or which one that you had most challenges with, and let me know in the comments. Okay, you got like a whole week and a half to do that. All right, now the Great Eats. Yes. Now for you guys, my wellness potheads. These are the Great Eats, and today is the moment. It is the mocktail edition of the Great Eats segment. We are building these mocktails that are going to be best paired with your blood type because summer deserves a full sensory experience of a nice drink in your hand. Okay, so let's start out with our blood type O's. It's going to be your hibiscus ginger spark. Your mocktail is going to consist of the watermelon juice, okay, your fresh ginger, a hibiscus tea base, lemon juice, and sparkling water over ice. Your herb garnish is going to be a fresh mint sprig, okay? Now, for my blood type A's, this is going to be your chamomile watermelon cooler. Now, mind you, guys, all of these, the base juice is going to be that watermelon, okay? Super hydrating, lycopene, remember, all of the goodness and mercy. Your mocktail for my blood type A's is going to be that watermelon juice, a chamomile tea base, lemon balm, fresh basil, and a splash of coconut water over ice. This is going to be super hydrating. It's going to be super electrolyte filled, and it's going to be calming and managing for that cortisol. And the garnish is going to be that delicious aromatic basil leaf. And stay tuned, because at the end, I'm going to give you a tip on how to get the best bang out of your herbs, okay? How you can get the most aromatic essence with your garnishes, okay? Now, for my blood type Bs, we're going to do a watermelon mint refresh. Now, your mocktail will consist of that watermelon juice, a peppermint tea base, fresh lime, a touch of honey, and that coconut water, all served over ice with a mint sprig, okay? Now, my blood type ABs, we're going to round it out with an elderflower watermelon sip. Now, your mocktail, of course, that watermelon juice, but you're going to have an elderflower tea base, lemon verbena, a splash of rose water, and sparkling water over ice. And you're going to garnish yours with a thin cucumber ribbon. Now, all of these garnishes that include the herbs, minus the AB elderflower watermelon sip, because it's a thin cucumber ribbon, for the best essence of each herb as a perfect garnish that is going to infuse the entire drink, I want you to take the herb and just rub it. Because when you rub the herb, you are releasing the oils. And so you can smell it on your finger when you rub it. And as soon as you hit it to your drink, it is going to automatically begin to infuse with that aromatic herb that you have for your specific mocktail based on your blood type. So guys, you have to try these. Please make sure on our open week next week, when there will not be a podcast, that you come back to these comments and let me know what you chose, how you did it, if you even remixed it yourself and found another base that was beneficial for your blood type that you chose to add. Maybe somebody adds blueberries or muddled oranges, but I want you to absolutely make it your own. I'm giving you the tools. You already know that when you come on to ACR to Food and you subscribe, you automatically get a shopping list that's based on your blood type. So make sure you try these and you come back to the comments and let me know, because we are making this thing interactive, guys. We absolutely are. So here's what I hope that you're walking away with today. Wellness and joy are not a conflict. They are, at their best, the exact same thing. A watermelon on your counter is not just a fruit. No, it's lycopene, it's citrulline, it's hydration, it's a cellular protection, and one of nature's most satisfying packages. And a blood type mocktail in your favorite glass is not a compromise. It's not a cop-out, okay? It's a choice. It's a deliberate, biology-aligned, genuinely delicious act of self-care that you can actually sustain because it feels good to do it. Now, this summer, I am asking you to reclaim joy as a wellness strategy, because sustainable health isn't built on discipline alone. It's built on desire. And when the healthiest choice is also a delicious one, you've just unlocked something most people never find. So summer's sweetest medicine starts with honoring your blood type. You have everything you need. You were born with it. Okay. And when wellness tastes this good and feels this aligned with you and who you actually are, it stops being a program and starts being a lifestyle. And that's the transformation we're building together. One episode and one blood type aligned choice at a time. So before you go, if today's episode has refreshed and supported you in any way, I want you to please be sure to subscribe to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast, so you never, ever, ever miss a grounded, practical wellness conversation with me. And if you're ready to go a little bit deeper, or a lot bit deeper, I want you to visit acrtofood.com and start with our free culinary health assessment, available right on your homepage to complete. And from there, I want you to explore our Blood Type Wellness 101 starter kits, our wellness coaching and memberships, our custom meal plans and healing tea blends, okay, our 7 deliciously healing wellness ebooks and e-cookbooks, and our flagship product that started it all that's actually getting a new branding house. Okay, so stay tuned. But it is and always will be our heart healthy small batched abstract spice gold seasoning blends that make healthy taste oh so good. And longevity, guys, begins with honoring your biology. And until next time, great eats and healthy living.